We are in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Houston Texans and the Cleveland Browns. 2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
What is that? 19! 55! Hey, eat! Hey, watch the ball!
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it.
Watson now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Reset. 19. Mike 29. Watch the out. 29 is the Mike.
On first down, this is Geis. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Reset. 19. Mike 29. Woo! 29. Mike 29.
Now Watson.
Time to go. Night.
3rd down just got a lot tougher. That will officially go as a loss of 7.
Reset. 19. 29. Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matt Wilson. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
All day.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 44.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Hey. We got three. Three down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard.
Hey, let's go.
On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first, because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike.
They go play action. Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. A gain of 6 there on first. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Knock out. You won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Good. 180. 55. I got him. Hurry. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, alert. You better be afraid of me. Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Mayfield to the right side and complete to Thomas. Yeah, the Browns are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good. 180. 55. Hey, eat. Hey, alert 33. Ain't giving up nothing. Let's go.
They'll give it to Chubb. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Watch the flag. Regular.
They'll try again with Chubb. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop.
Here we go again. Kill.
3rd and goal to Chubb. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Nick Chubb, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns have taken the early lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That's it, baby.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Watson. Throw complete right side to Cooks. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Now it's Watson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
Mike. What is that? Mike. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, check.
On the ground, it's Geis. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Yeah. Two tights.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Working with a 2nd and 4.
I'm coming. 29.
They'll run with Geis. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. Here's Geis. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Watson on target here to Fuller, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
What is that? 19. Watch 85. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got.
This is Geis. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Mike, 55.
From the red zone now, Watson buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
29 is the mic. Let him go.
Now a run with Geis. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On the ground, Geis, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Watson. Dancing to his left. The Browns D locked in on 3rd down. Brings up 4th. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and shine.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now, he's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Mayfield off the play fake. It's out to Chubb, complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Come on, boy. You better be ready.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
don't even know why this team. Alert, alert! Alert! Alert!
They give to Chubb out of the gun. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Run, run, run.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield, a really nice pickup.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
Alert, alert! Hey, check 24, check 24.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And down to the 27-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Real.
Mayfield down. They set up the screen to Chubb. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll be pulled down as a penalty flag will rein in as well, and that would appear to be a face mask. So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal.
Too little. Pistol. Check 24, check 24. Tight dog. Check 37.
And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved.
We're going to work.
From back at the 8 now after the false start, another try at 1st and goal.
65. Check 13.
Now Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
What is that? 19! 29. Silver. 29 is the mic.
On first down, it's Watson. Flush to his right. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
55's my guys. Get out.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll run with Chubb, and he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Second and goal from the 1.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch that.
They'll try to run this one in. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Nick Chubb as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Myles Garrett able to record his 5th sack of the season. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up now, 2nd and 4 from the 31.
I'm on. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache.
They run it again with Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
You got him.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get in the weight room. Check. 55 to Mike. Check. 50. Hurry, hurry. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs. Hey, check Mike.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
That's it, baby.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Mike, hurry! Mike, 41. 3 buzz, 3 buzz, 3 buzz. Regular. 41's coming. 41's a Mike. Hey, watch the slant.
And again, it's Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 45-yard line.
3 down, 3 down. Hey, alert 33.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
That's it, baby. That's
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Stop your whining. Mike.
On 2nd down, here's the option. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Double dog, that's the way. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Stay with you.
From the gun, Mayfield. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. On line, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck. And unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 27. Guys, and he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Second and 11.
Yeah. Tight end left.
Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Off of play action, it's Watson. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football.
Come on, baby.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off.
And the Texans are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
Hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it. Eat. Not here. Mike 5-5.
They run with Geis, and he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll run. Here's Burton, the fullback. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Mike Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Texans cut into that lead. It's up and good, and the lead is down now at 11. It's 21-10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin with a quick throw out left. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Play that tight D. Don't let them breathe, defense. Check 3.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Oh, yeah!
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
41's the mic. 41's the mic.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And the ball is knocked out, and the Texans scoop it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th.
Set. 19. 29.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
29 is the mic. Mike 29. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
27. 19. 29. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see it.
On first down, Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards.
Set. 19. 29. Watch the run.
Guys, they'll try to run it. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Again, Geis. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory.
29 is the mic. Mike,
Here's Watson.
let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
The Browns drive about to get started. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains, wear down the clock, and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
All day. Regular.
Now Chubb. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
Yeah, baby.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
$180. Mike 55. He's scared. Mike 55.
Throwing, Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First down, Cleveland, Mayfield to Beckham.
55, Mike. You remember me? You remember me? Let's go, baby.
Chubb. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
I'm coming after you. Mike 5-5, Mike 55.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he gets this up past the 30. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
55's Mike, guys, 55.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over.
Oh, Chubb fumbled it, and the Texans scoop it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he gets it down to the 32.
I'm going to hit you all.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Let's go one more. Mike, 55. Check.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson, he gets it in the hands of Geis. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Watch the screen, watch.
Faking the give, now Watson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Let's go, D. Let's go. 29.
Watson on play action.
All the way back home, yo.
Flushed out
Let's
right.
make these babies crawl all the way back home.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Greedy Williams picks it off, and he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Come on. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end. Tight end's right. We got 4. We got 4.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Check. 55 to Mike. Check.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Here we go.
They run the option on 2nd down. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line.
We got this.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Check.
On the ground, it's Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down, because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down and actually aids the defense in that situation.
On the carry is Chubb. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Good. 180. Hey, eat. I'm coming.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's where you belong.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire 2nd half, but their 1st half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the 1st half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the 2nd half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for Cleveland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Houston, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.